India is facing an epidemic wave of Omicron disease, presenting mostly with sore throat, nasal discharge without cough or high fever. Pneumonia is uncommon. Blood oxygen level remains normal. Some senior citizens and those with diseases or therapies that weaken the immune system do get severe disease requiring hospitalization. Altogether, Omicron disease is a milder version of COVID 19 with Wuhan D614G or alpha, beta, gamma, and delta variants. All previous variants had few mutational changes of the spike protein. Omicron has many more, particularly in the receptor binding domain in bracket RBD bracket close. The ligand that binds to host cell receptor ACE2, while earlier variants have 8 to 9 mutations on the S1 portion. Omicron has 32 to 37 in different studies. On RBD, Omicron has 15 mutations, while others have only 1 to 3. This many mutations have resulted in several alterations in the virus host cell interactions. For example, the viral load in saliva is high, allowing high sensitivity in RT-PCR of saliva samples. Much virus is broadcast into air even without cough. Obviously, the need for face masks cannot be overemphasized to block virus shedding in bracket by the infected bracket close and to prevent inhaling airborne virus in bracket by others bracket close. Coronaviruses have two cell entry processes, the major one by fusion of virus envelope with the cell membrane and the minor one by fusion with the endosomes within the cytoplasm. Virus multiplication is far more efficient with major than minor process. All previous variants use the major cell entry process. Omicron uses the second process as elucidated in laboratory experiments. After receptor binding, the receptor virus complex is swallowed up by the cell through endocytosis without affecting the cell membrane. The endocytotic vesicle in bracket invagination of cell membrane bracket close then fuses with subcellular organelle called endosome, a normal process. The virus coat now fuses with endosome membrane, releasing the virus genome into the cytoplasm. In the first process with cell surface fusion, all adjacent cells also fuse with the infected cell and form a syncytium giant cell with multiple nuclei. Syncytia are closely associated with disease severity, particularly with lung pathology. In laboratory experiments with Omicron syncytium formation does not occur. This change presumably leads to less virus production in the body, less invasion of organs and tissues, lower severity and duration of symptoms, decreased need for hospitalization, and lower case fatality ratio. Altogether, a watered down 2021 version of COVID 2019. Omicron resembles influenza virus infection that remains mostly confined to upper respiratory tract.